If you're thinking about upgrading your gaming setup with the ASUS ROG Claymore II, hold on, because I'm about to reveal some hard truths you won't hear in most reviews. This keyboard promises ultimate versatility with its detachable numpad and optical switches. But here's what surprised me. Not everything is as perfect as it seems. In fact, some serious issues might make you rethink before dropping your cash. But on the flip side, it also offers features that hardcore gamers will love. Stick around because I'm diving deep into everything you need to know before buying the Claymore II. And yes, there's a twist you didn't expect. So who actually should get this keyboard? Let's find out. First off, let's talk about the main selling point, that sexy detachable numpad. ASUS calls it a game changer, letting you snap it to the left or right, or just ditch it altogether if you prefer a tanky-less setup. Sounds brilliant for people who want custom layouts, right? But here's the kicker. The connection between the numpad and keyboard isn't as rock solid as you might hope. You'll sometimes feel a bit of wobble or a slight lag when you press keys rapidly, which can be a nightmare in intense gaming sessions or fast typing marathons. Yes, the Claymore II claims to have wired or 2.4 GHz wireless modes with a 1 millisecond response time. But in practice, some users report tiny input delays, especially when using the numpad wirelessly. Don't get me wrong, it's not game-breaking for casual players, but if you're chasing flawless performance, this could be frustrating. At this point, you might be wondering if it's all downhill for the Claymore II. Not quite. The ROG RX optical mechanical switches, available in red and blue variants, are actually a big win. These switches offer super-fast, wobble-free keystrokes with an insane 100 million keystroke lifespan. That means your keyboard could outlive most relationships, and certainly outlast that dusty generic keyboard you're currently using. The tactile feedback is satisfying, and the built-in RGB per key lighting through Aura Sync makes sure your rig looks as flashy as you want. But remember, beauty is only skin deep. While the RGB looks great, it's the feel and reliability that count for hardcore gamers. Okay, so we've got a keyboard with a detachable numpad that's a bit shaky and optical switches that feel great. What about the build quality? ASUS touts the Claymore II as a premium device, and to an extent it shows. The aluminum top plate provides solid rigidity, and the overall design is sleek. However, the detachable parts introduce some flimsiness. Some reviews mention that repeating detachments can cause slight wear on the connectors, potentially leading to longer-term durability issues. It's like that one pair of shoes you love, looks great out of the box, but start wearing them a lot and suddenly the soles aren't sticking so well. So if you're someone who constantly tweaks your setup between work, gaming, and other tasks, prepare for a possible decrease in lifetime sturdiness. And here's a twist you didn't expect: charging and connectivity. The Claymore II offers 30 minutes of USB-C fast charging, which can power it for 18 hours with the lighting off. That sounds fantastic until you realize that with RGB lighting on, battery life drops quite a bit, meaning you'll be charging more often than you'd like if you're the type who idles in a neon-lit ambience. Plus, the fast charge feature can be toggled off to use the USB pass-through, which is handy but also adds complexity. For a keyboard listed at a premium price with a 4.3 out of 5 rating on Amazon, you'd expect seamless wireless performance. But that's not always the case here. So if you're a travel gamer or just hate the feeling of your keyboard dying mid-boss battle, plan accordingly. Now, if you're thinking all this sounds like doom and gloom, hold on, not all users are turned off. The customizable hotkeys and macro programming on the detachable numpad are a blessing for MMO or strategy gamers who need complex commands ready at their fingertips. You can assign macros and remap keys on the fly, which offers a level of tactical control many other keyboards can't match. For example, I tested it out with a few games, and the flexibility to reposition that numpad or turn it into a macro pad actually enhanced my gameplay flow, fewer awkward stretches and quicker responses. So the Claymore II clearly isn't a one-size-fits-all. It shines for users willing to explore its full potential. Let's talk aesthetics for a moment. And here's a dad joke to break the monotony. Why did the gamer bring a ladder to the LAN party? Because the stakes were high. The ASUS ROG Claymore II's RGB lighting powered by Aura Sync goes beyond just colors. It syncs with your other ASUS gear for a unified look that's sure to impress in any streaming setup. Whether you like subtle glows or flashy rainbow effects, the keyboard has you covered. This kind of visual customization definitely adds to the immersive gaming atmosphere. But beware, all that lighting can come at a cost to your battery life, which again brings us back to plugging it in more often than you might want. Before we rehook you with the most important verdict, here's a quick comparison. If you're after a keyboard with a detachable numpad and optical switches, the Claymore II fits. But if you want pure TKL wireless performance without fuss, some competitors might serve better out of the box. Still, the Claymore II's 4.3-star Amazon rating reflects that it satisfies many, albeit with some compromises and quirks. Now, for the question you're probably itching to know. Do the pros outweigh the cons? And does the Claymore II justify its higher price tag? Answering that requires understanding your needs. Are you a gamer who relishes customization and doesn't mind an occasional connection hiccup? If so, the Claymore II brings some serious versatility and style to your desk. Its detachable numpad alone offers more freedom than most gaming keyboards. Plus, those ROG RX optical switches provide durability and responsiveness that make every keystroke count. However, if you need bulletproof wireless stability, long battery life with RGB on, or a super sturdy build that can handle endless number pad swaps, you might want to look elsewhere, or at least temper your expectations. Speaking of expectations, let me toss in another joke. Why don't keyboards ever get lost? Because they always follow their own keys. All right, that one might get me keyboarded out of the affiliate game, but it's true. Every keyboard has its personality, and the Claymore II's personality is versatile, flashy, and just a bit high maintenance. To wrap this up on a positive note, the ASUS ROG Claymore II is a high-end, feature-rich gaming keyboard that breaks molds with its design choices. Not many keyboards let you swap the numpad to the other side or convert it into a macro pad. That's an elite level of personalization. The optical switches offer a premium typing experience that will suit gamers who demand precision and durability. The RGB lighting syncs beautifully with ASUS ecosystems, creating a visually stunning setup. Plus, wired or wireless mode gives you options no matter your gaming environment. If you're a gamer who values flexibility and aesthetics, and is ready to handle a few quirks for the sake of style and function, the Claymore II could be an excellent addition to your arsenal. Just keep in mind the tiny latency issues with the numpad attachment, potential battery drain with RGB on, and the slightly delicate connector points if you're frequently detaching during your sessions. In short, it's not perfect, but it's certainly compelling. Still on the fence? Remember, prices fluctuate fast on Amazon, especially for popular gaming gear like this. So if you're interested in snapping up the ASUS ROG Claymore II, check out the link in the description below for the best current deal. I've got you covered with the latest price updates to save you time and money. Hit that link and see if this keyboard fits your battle station like a glove. And if you do grab one, let me know how your gaming experience changes, good or bad. I love hearing your stories. Thanks for sticking around for this honest review. Happy gaming, and may your keystrokes be ever precise.